Hey guys, I was kind of bad at doing my videos. I was like, oh, I'm going to start daily videos, and I didn't do it the next day. So honestly, I was just trying to be present. I was on a family trip and probably started to do this at the wrong time, but I was excited. And sometimes when I'm excited, I think it's important to like act on it because you may not be excited about it later. So yeah, I kind of just started it, and then I wasn't really consistent. So I'm really going to try to start it now that I'm back home and I can give it my full attention. You know, like I was talking about in my other video, I was on a family trip and I was like, I pray to God that I can remain strong and everything go right. And I'm strong, I guess. I'm still here, but like with all family experiences, it was kind of like emotional in a good way and then in a bad way, and people are sensitive and people are bitchy and everyone has their own opinions and everyone's growing at different paces and everyone's aware of themselves at different levels. And I'm also growing and learning, so it's kind of like I'm aware that I might be sensitive, I'm aware I might be taking something personal, but I'm not at the point to where I am able to protect that, I guess. You know, like sometimes like I'm not strong enough to not take it personal. And I read something a little while back, it's like you have to know the difference or between being personal and taking things personal. And I think I struggle with that because I think I take everything personal and I'm very personal. So yeah, being very personal, I share my dreams and all these things with my family, and I get sensitive when not everybody supports it, or you know, what makes me happy they can't see that. Or maybe they can, but they're just scared it won't work out for me. You know, like I love art and conventional things, and they're like, ooh, don't do that, like get a good job and get married and have kids, and you know, you can be successful that way. And I'm just like, no, like I don't want what those safe people have. I want what those extraordinary people have, and I don't believe that's the route they took. And so there's like a little confliction, you know, with life paths and support. My dad said to me, he's like, Shelby, I think when you start taking things personal, you think everything is a red light. Red light, red light, red light. And sometimes it's yellow lights. Like, we're just telling you to be cautious. You know, we are on your side, and we do want you to be happy, but we want you to be smart and cautious. And it's hard to hear that sometimes with family when you just want so much love. And you're like, hey, I want you to love my dream just as much as I love my dream. And I think at the end of the day, it's so easy for us to listen to the other people around us because we feel like they have more experience or more knowledge, and maybe they're right, instead of listening to our hearts and what makes us happy. And I find that so many of us end up miserable because we don't listen to our hearts and we play it safe. And that's something that scares me every day, is ending up miserable. I don't know. I think I lost my train of thought. I don't think you can please everybody. And I think the most important person to please is yourself. And I think a lot of us are afraid to go out and say, no, I'm doing this for my happiness. And a few of us don't even know how to chase our happiness. We don't even know how to listen to our hearts. We're so focused on following this life plan that our family set out for us because we want their love and affection and appreciation. We don't want them to take it away from us if we don't do what they want us to do. And that's scary. You know, I go through that. I was talking to my cousin, and I don't know who I was talking to. Yeah, I think it was one of my cousins. She was saying, you know, I'm afraid to speak up because I'm afraid they'll take love away from me. And I'm like, my problem is I speak up too much, and I feel like they'll take love away from me. And it's sad to think that from your family. Like, it's sad to think that being you might make them love you less. But I think we might be like misunderstanding that or translating that wrong. It's like they don't want us to crash and burn. They don't want us. It's like tough love. Or maybe they're haters, but maybe we should just change the mindset to be tough love. Like, they're not hating on us, but it's just we don't see eye to eye. I can't make everybody happy, and the only person to make happy, the only important thing is me being happy in my life. And I know you want me to be happy as well. So I'm going to do this. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Gary Vaynerchuk. I was stumbling upon a video of his, and he was telling this kid, like, the worst thing you can do for your mom is do everything right and everything she says, and then grow up to be miserable and then blame her for everything that you didn't have because you didn't chase your dream, and end up being miserable and then putting your dream inside of your kid just like she did. Or, I'm sorry to say maybe it's your father. But what if you stopped that and said, no, I'm going to follow my dream, and I'm going to teach my kid to follow theirs and be happy. And I'm going to give them the support they need. And I know you're only trying to give me love, but I need you to give it to me in a different way. Instead of criticism, I need you to say, I love you and I believe you can do it. You know, sometimes we have to tell our family what we need. I need you guys to stop putting me down. I need a little lifting up. I need a lot of hugs, a lot of love. And I need you to tell me you're proud of me when you are. Because sometimes I don't know it. And I feel like I'm just a failure, or you think I am. And I have sometimes misunderstood my family's perceptions of me, and Alright, I don't really know how this live stream thing works, and you're like writing things to me and I'm kind of getting distracted. Sorry. Alright, Trizzy, Goo. Thank you. Yeah, I like to write and I like to speak. That's something that makes my heart sing, and my family is kind of like, yeah, how are you going to get paid? You know, I have my YouTube channel. I try to educate people on it. And I like to sing and sing my experiences and sing about my growth. And I like to create art and things like that. And they're just like, how the hell are you going to make any money? How the hell are you going to be successful doing that? Everybody wants to do that. You know, you should get a job in your career field. Didn't you go to school for psychology? Why aren't you a psychologist? And, you know, my thing is I'm very passionate about what I studied. I studied psychology, sociology, and gender studies, and I use it every day in my life, understanding people's minds that are around me, understanding the environment around me, understanding like social norms and social cultures and how to interact with different people, understanding sexuality and what it is to be man and what it is to be a woman. And I love that so much, but it pains me that they want me to go a very narrow path of you got to be a therapist or a psychologist or you know, like you have to do this very specific thing if you're going to have that job, if you're going to make money. And I'm like, no, I just did it because I want to be a better person and I want to stand the world that I'm living in, you know? So we have very kind of like the whole gist of this whole topic is we have very different mindsets. We have very different ideas. And it doesn't mean that it's not love. But I think at the end of the day, you have to watch out for your own happiness and not try to make other people happy. Anyways, I like really don't know how to do this like live TV thing. I don't know if it's the best thing to do, but um I love like the hearts that are going up. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I was, these are supposed to be like my little morning rants, and I was thinking like I'll do this and then I'll post it to YouTube. So like I didn't really even think about like the interaction part. Like, would people on YouTube even want to watch that? Because they can't even see it, can they? Like when I save, I don't know. So like I might ignore you guys so I can post it on YouTube and it's not weird. Or would that be really weird? All right, I don't even know what these hearts are, but I'm gonna go away. And I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow because like I said, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more committed to this ranting, this like waking up with me. I mean, this is like my midday. I'm gonna go to bed in a couple hours, but I'm gonna try to wake up and speak. And you can wake up with me or tune in with me. You know, like I said, like my hours are way different than everyone else's hours, so it's really probably just whenever you can watch. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you feel my love. Or, you know, just like have something to think about. I like to make people think or have people think or, you know, reflect on themselves. I think that's really good for growth. Like I said, I hope you feel my love. Peace.